Twitch, make sure it's all good. Hey guys, it's Markle. Welcome back to my EWRL. Or not, sorry, my bad. Not EWRL. It's my CrazyLaze Iracing Nascar Multiclass AI Series, Season 1, Race 2 of 10 here at the Charlotte Roval. We're doing, like I said, the Roval. I have changed some things up. All trucks are at 20% skill, Xfinity's at 30% skill, and the Cup cars are now at 40%. We'll get some distinct times now for each of the fields. Hopefully that's going to change up the racing. Hoping that'll help. Hopefully, you know, Cup might get closer to the, like, lapping people, and maybe it'll create some things where passing will happen, I'm hoping. And we'll see what happens from there. While this thing loads up, I'm going to copy the stream and send it to everybody. And let everybody know we are live. There will be a 20-minute practice like normal, the 2-minute or 2-lap quali, and then the hour race. As I continue sharing as I stream. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, now we'll bring up chat and go from there. I gotta set up this though, the leaderboards for this, because we don't need this one, we want the standings. There we go. They unlocked the article. And I fucked up. God damn it. Well, I gotta restart that. Sorry guys. Did something stupid. Alright, you, oh fuck. Close that. End task. I'll have to reopen this. Damn it. Forgot to put it as the multiclass thing like it was supposed to. Now I'm gonna have to, okay, no, we're good. So when, yeah, edit. Boom, 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 boom. Go back to this. Supposed to be on this. There we go. Save. Now we go back. And just save. Now it should be in classes. There we go. Now I can also make sure that all 40, all 30, all 20. Cool. Now we'll get back into it. Now we gotta reload it. It's just stupid. Alright. Chat's back up. We're all good. nobody was on track yet, so that didn't affect it. We'll overlay that, and then the track map, re-overlay that for when it gets open. Now we get to look at the track map. I definitely think a lot of passing is going to happen between here and here, going down. Probably some, I'm thinking some wrecks here, or maybe into here. I think this will be the most calm section, surprisingly. I haven't done any tests at the track with AI, so we will see what happens here. Did I send that twice? No, okay. So it's there. Then we gotta send it here. Copy text. For all the people that I think do not know where it'll be streamed, all sent to you guys. Alrighty. As it's loading up the sim, we got 90%. So yeah, it should be about half an hour till race with the 20-minute practice for the AIs. There we go. Sim is loaded in. There we go. It did what I wanted it to. You got the 14 cup guys minus, my name here. So paints are loading. Whoever goes on track first, we'll go sit for them for a lap, and then we'll just change it up. If you guys end up coming into the chat, I will, what's it called? You let me know if you want to see your car, and I'll share it with you. Or put your car on screen. Because I gotta use my phone for chat. Are we on camera 2? So it looks like the first one out looks like was an Xfinity car. And it was AJ for the Xfinity series. I forgot to look at the points before we went into it. And to be honest with you, even though I did it 2 days ago, I forgot who won already. So I'm going to look that up real quick for each of the series. As we watch AJ's lap here. So Brian Glennon won the Cup Series, Farron won the Xfinity Series, and Greg Holt won the Truck Series. Will any of them repeat here today? Who knows? We will see. Chat's up, all good to go. As we watch AJ to see what he's going to set for his lap time here. You got Trip in the Cup car right behind him. As we go through this, we'll see what camera's pretty good for this today. 3 is pretty good for through there. I kind of like 2. 2 is usually always pretty good. Looks like almost everybody's on track here. We're 5 minutes into the practice, no lap times down yet. And AJ pits for some reason. Trip sets the time. He only won 2 so far. In the 91, he's a 122.2 in the Cup car. And his SRN sponsored car. That's how I'm going to say it, because he owns SRN. Tonight we are racing the Truck Series for the playoffs. I'm not in it, because I didn't do most of the season. But I will be racing the rest of the season. Causey also sets a time of 123.2. About over a whole second off a Trip, actually. Let's see, we got an Xfinity car here that the 09 Aaron Gerwitz is trying to go around. This is Farron, your last week's winner of the Xfinity Series. Gerwitz, right now at the moment, doesn't look like he can get around the 8. He'll probably try to pass him here going into the chicane as he goes to the outside. Can't do anything there yet. Looks like some locking up into the chicane in front of these guys. Tripp's still on top. Adam Gardner, first one to set a time for Xfinity at a 128.9. There goes Gerwitz around him. Around Farron. No truck time set yet. Emerson goes fastest for the Xfinity Series with a 128.7. No truck time set. Farron, I just watched him. I thought he was on a lap, but did not set one there. What I'm gonna do is, or not, right now we'll just put it to most exciting for practice and let it go through its course. Now, I think I'm gonna have the track map over here. So when I do this, I'll just have this down here when I want to click stuff, possibly. Yeah, we'll do that. Right now we're watching Max as he set a 127.0. Josh Fox to the top of the Cup Series. Actually, Jesse Adams now goes to the top at a 120.6. Emerson still on top of Xfinity. Malenko fastest in the trucks at the moment with a 139.1. So yes, they all. I didn't think the truck and Xfinity were gonna be that far off, but oh well. I decided to change it so it'll be a little bit more exciting here. Last week's winner for the Cup Series, Brian Glennon, not doing so hot. He hasn't set a time yet. Farron's up to second in Xfinity, and as for Greg Holt, he is not on track. That's fine, you got 20 minutes of practice to set at least a lap. Got some side-by-side action here in practice with Devin Zimmerman and the 38 of Ryan Johnson here. Lingerfeld also on the way and actually puts Reese in the wall, looks like there. As they just let practice go. Let's see what TV Mix ends up doing. We'll do that for a little bit in practice. Amity to the top in Xfinity. Mel still on top of the trucks. Jesse Adams still on top in the Cup Series. Sheldon up to second in the Truck Series. Ben, Ryan, Zimmerman, and Glennon have not set times yet in Cup Series. AJ, Larry, Markle, Mickey have not in the Xfinity Series. Richardson, Lingerfelt, Holt, and Dan Park have not in the trucks. I don't know, I guess if you did get damage, you might not be on track. Only one person in the 120 so far in the Cup Series, and that's Jesse Adams. Fox about 4 tenths behind him. But really, it's going to all come down to quality and where you start, I feel, for the Cup Series. Adam Gardner up to third in the Xfinity Series. And Zimmerman and Johnson finally got laps in the Cup Series. Apparently this is the closest action on the track right now. Zimmerman going past Adam Gardner, owner of Outlaw Sim Series here. That's usually running on Wednesday nights also tonight. I'm probably going to be focusing more on this stuff from now on. So, I don't know about... I'll probably do some official races here and there. Might stream them, might not. We'll see though. Today, just trying to have some fun. Now we're back to Vinny. We're actually over to Emerson, who is the slowest of the Xfinity Series here, but he's on a lap. We'll see what he ends up doing. Ben Park hasn't set a time yet in the Cup Series. AJ and Markle haven't in the Xfinity. Richardson and Lingerfeld and Holt's still not on track. He's sitting on pit road for whatever reason. Don't know why. Reese is on pit road. Emerson goes up to third. Malico is still top of the board for the trucks. The only way you can set a really good lap is if you have a clean track. With practice, it's pretty full at the moment. I'm pretty sure we'll get at least one pit stop for all the series. Around the 30-minute mark like the last race, I think. Maybe a little bit later. Causey to the top in the Cup Series, 120.2. He must have had a really good clean track. There we go. Now we're gonna go find Greg Holt and see why he's... He's just not out of pit lane. He's not even on pit lane. Apparently he just doesn't want to practice. for some reason. So we'll see. Your race winner from last week on the tracks has not gone on track. As we watch John Mickey here battle with a cup car. There's actually 3 cup cars just running around him. We have about 5 minutes left to practice here until we get to qualifying. And I will be right back. Vinny trying to get around a truck here. Fox also following him. Causey's still on top though of the cup leaderboard. And me still on top for the Xfinity. Mal still on top of the trucks. And Greg Holt is on track. We're going to go find him. Let's see if he gets a lap in that truck. In that 28. Wait, he's not on track. He's on pit road. Why? I don't know. He is moving, so will Holt get a lap in here in 3 minutes? We'll watch this 28 car who won the truck series last week on Sunday. Will he be able to do something? That Coca-Cola Zero Sugar car in the truck. Sorry, Coca-Cola Zero truck. I actually quite like that paint scheme that I found for the 28. Looks pretty damn good. We'll see if he'll be able to do anything. What traffic he'll have to deal with. At the moment, he's got no traffic on his outlap. Him, Ben Park, and AJ Pachette, the only ones that have not, and Kyle Lagerfeld, who have not set a lap. Don't know if the other ones are on track. The spread might be a little too big because they're at 20% for the trucks. What I might do is, because I got Cup at 40, I might do like 35 and then 30 and the next one. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. The next one is an oval though. Ovals should be a little bit more competitive. Here comes the Cup car of Ben Park, who has yet to settle lap, and he goes back on the pit lane for some reason. As Greg has the 00, the Cup Series right behind him, Max Service. 00 Max gonna go to his inside. Greg gives him room. Greg just wants to settle lap here in the practice session. Nobody's changed positions yet. Old to 28, get a lap complete. He's got an Xfinity and a Cup car behind him. It looks like Larry's paint's not going to load this week in the 10, unfortunately. There goes the 48 of Seth Berger. Looks like Greg should set a lap here. This is the only lap that he can do so. Because we're under the final minute of practice here. We're going to see if the 28 actually sets a lap. It looks like Lingerfeld never got a lap in. AJ Pachette did. So Ben, Lingerfeld, and Holt haven't. 1 cup car, 2 trucks. Causey's still about 4 tenths ahead of Jesse Adams. Oh shit. It looks like he will get 1 lap. We're halfway through practice. Well, that's what it says. Practice is over, my bad. Greg Holt sets a 143. So he had no clean track. It's going to be a slow one, but he at least got a lap in. Now we just wait for everybody else to finish their laps. Will Vinny improve on his? No, he does not. What about the 9 of Ed in the Cup Series? Will he improve on his? 120.7. He does. He goes up to 3rd. Does Devin improve? Doesn't look like it. Malico did not improve. Here comes Lingerfelt. Looks like he'll actually get a lap in. So it looks like Ben Park is the only one who's not going to. Where does he get it? 137.0. He goes up to 3rd. Devin Smith did not improve. What about Richardson? He improved a little bit. Up to 5th. Adam Gardner did not. Mickey did not. Ferguson did not. It looks like AJ got a lap in, did not improve. And now we're going on to qualifying. Alright, why does it say that for me? I should not be here. I get it. I had to sign up with some cars, so. Looks like the first one out. We'll go see who that is all the way up there. No. Back. Looks like it's Ben Park. The only one to not get a lap in practice is the first one out in practice, or in qualifying. We'll see where Ben qualifies here. Hey, Malenko, what's up? Ho, I see you. We're going to watch Ben's lap, because he was the only one who ended up not getting a lap down in practice, so he must have hit the wall or something. I still don't get why it says race briefing. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. Oh, now it went away. Cool. Malenko, after Ben sets a lap, for the second lap, I'll find your truck. We'll go watch your truck quali. Cup cars are definitely going to be significantly faster here than the other two. Because I changed up the skill levels. So Cups 40, trucks, Xfinity 30, trucks are now 20. So we'll see where Ben's first lap goes. There's a truck that's way behind too. What I'll do is I'll wait for everybody to get to pit road because I know if they wreck, I'm pretty sure they can reset. But I'm not 100% sure on the AI if they can do that or not. Or will Ben go on his first lap as he didn't set anything in practice? While you're doing that, so I could change to different people quickly. The trucks are only in the first sector still. The second sector now. Here comes Ben. What will he set for his first lap? Looks like a 121. He's last out of everybody. Brian Glennon goes to the race. Starting first so far. Your last week's winner. We'll go to Malenko. The 4 truck and see what he gets here in his first lap. We'll watch the rest of his quality. AJ Pritchett first for the Xfinity Series at the moment over Markle, Mickey, Service, and Adams second and third in the Cup Series. Trucks have yet to cross the line. Someone's like in turn 14 still. Richardson to the top. Holt, Petrie, Malika's last, unfortunately. Richardson to the top. Sheldon goes to third. Setzer and Park have yet to cross the line. Setzer third. I don't know where Dan is. Dan's right there. Dan has yet to set a lap, or he definitely hit the grass or something. So unfortunately, he's not put a lap down. We're going to watch Malika, though, see what he could do here on the rest of his lap. Cups are set in 120s. Xfinity is about 127s. Trucks are around 138s for the fastest. Nobody changed, it looks like. Glennon's still top of the board Cup. AJ's still top of the board in Xfinity. Adam went up to third in Xfinity. Now we just wait for the trucks. Holt might be able to take it away from Richardson, as it looks like he's definitely faster in this lap. As it comes, Malika's now coming down to his last chicane here. Gets through it smoothly. Definitely goes faster. He goes up to second. Cal Petrie up to first in the trucks. A couple people still finishing their laps. Bergeson, Lingerfeld up to fifth. We got one truck left all the way in the back. Looks like Setzer ends up going seventh. Dan Park, I don't know if he's still on a lap or if he just didn't. We're going to go find his truck. Wherever his 32 is. I'm thinking the 32 is still qualifying. Because it doesn't show he got a lap in. Says he's on lap 3, so either he screwed up his laps twice. Ryan Glennon gets pole in the Cup Series by 2/10. AJ gets it over about like 4/10 about in the Xfinity Series. And about a whole second in the Truck Series for Kyle Petrie. Somehow, someway. Yeah, I think Dan's still on it. But we'll see if he ends up going into pit road here or not. Nope. So we'll wait for the last truck to park. What? Why in the fuck did you go all the way around again, Ferguson? Well, fuck it. I'm not waiting on that. We're gonna just hit next and get on with the race. So, starting at about 2:30 here, and it'll be done by 3:30. I'll grid up technically, and then back out. Yeah, they're all on track now. On grid. We're gonna go to Brian Glennon, who gets, I think, his second pole of the year, and the only one to repeat on pole, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I think Cal Petrie also did in the 51. We'll look at that after the race. I'm gonna wait for everybody to roll off, everybody to catch up. I guess I could do this. And then when I want to do this, ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, fuck it. It's all fine. Yeah, Lord. I just flat spotted every tire into the bus stop. Yes, yes, you did, Mal. Unfortunately. We'll start with the Cup Series. Dan Park's still way behind trying to catch up to everybody for some reason. He's still in turn 8 on the track map. That's pretty funny. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but I couldn't do short pace laps. I wanted to, but it wouldn't let me. As they're all going through the bus stop now. And it looks stupid, but it should be fine. As we wait now, going through 3 and 4 for NASCAR, turn 14 of the road course. I don't know how they're going to restart on this. I think they had to go through the chicane here, so it's definitely going to be stupid. Well, actually, yep, they got to go through the chicane. That's what I thought. We are green here now. Brian Glennon gets off to a decent start. Uh, Seth Berger hit the wall definitely back there. A couple of the Xfinity guys are side by side still for the race. It looks like Jesse Adams is going to get around him on the outside. I'll go back through it. Couple people, yeah, Berger definitely hit the wall. He's got some damage on the right front in the 48 car. And he's falling back. As for Xfinity Series, looks like Merkel's now taking the lead over Adam. AJ, who started on pole, has dropped 2 spots now. And for the Truck Series wise, Troy is last in Xfinity. Uh, top 2 haven't changed. It's Petrie, Malenko, and Greg Holt, who won last week. And Dan Park, or someone's dropped back, and it looks like it's Setzer in the very back at the moment as we catch up to the Cup guys. Going to the chicane for the first time. It looks like maybe Josh Fox can make a move on Brian Glennon here, but it doesn't look like it. We'll go through and see what the Xfinity cars do through the chicane. Oracle gets through pretty good. Side by side between Mickey and it looks like Farron, your last week's winner in the Xfinity series here. As for the trucks, top 2 are definitely pulling away. You got a battle between Lingerfelt and Bergerson here. Lingerfelt falls to 5th, it looks like. No one out of the race as I go back up to the race leaders. Still not really sure, what camera to put it on for this, but we'll be okay. There is no yellows. They should have to pit once around, I think, the 30-minute mark. Not sure, but we will see. Zimmerman trying to catch up to Fox. He definitely wasn't there last time they went through the chicane. It looks like he gained this lap. Adam Gardner, your race leader, Xfinity all of a sudden. Markle has dropped 2 spots now. Xfinity lead's pretty tight. I guess we'll watch these guys for a little bit. But the 2 truck leaders are way ahead. Back of the field's pretty far apart. AJ goes to the outside of Gardner into the chicane here, and it looks like he's going to get back to the race lead. Oop. That's Cup. Jesse Adams still in the race lead there. Side by side, Adam tried to go to the outside of Pritchard, but could not. As you got a 3-car battle for the lead. AJ, Gardner, and Markle top 3, and it looks like Mickey 4th. Biggest mover in the Xfinity Series is Larry, up 3 spots from last. Dan Parks up to 4th. He's gained 5 in the trucks. And only one person has gained 2 spots in the Cup Series, Ben Park. The Cup is all pretty close together. As AJ pulls a little bit. The whole Cup Series has gained back on each other. We'll watch Fox here now into the chicane. I think the prominent passing zone for these AIs. And actually, it looks like Devin Smith had problems. We're going to go find him in the Xfinity Series. What number is he? 06. I'm going to go see what happened here to Devin Smith. I think he hit the wall or something. He definitely did before this, I think. Where at? I think right here. He sent it in a little too hard in turn 1 and hit the wall, kind of like they did in real life. So that AJ still leading in the Xfinity Series. We'll go back up to the Cup Series now. And it looks like Ed might have did the same thing. He's got damage on his car now. He's going to have to go on the pit road. Ryan Glennon defensive against the 5 of Josh Fox. And they're getting pretty close to the Truck Series now. As Malico is actually the leader there. He's gotten around. Actually, they're side by side for the race lead. Cal Petrie goes back around him on the outside out of the chicane, going down into turn 1 now. Or the final 2 turns, sorry. Turn 15 and 16 here. And they're going pretty damn slow through that. Malico looking to the inside now of Cal Petrie here into turn 1. But backs way out of it, but Cal goes way wide and just slides around there. Adam's still leading, AJ still leading. This is the closest battle right now for the race lead of the Truck Series. It's around 9/10 in Xfinity and 3.5 in that Cup Series right now. Jesse is just stormed away. And he's actually catching the end of this Truck Series group. Mal's followed back to Bergeson now. We're going to go find the Cup leader, who's catching up to these trucks. We're going to see what happens with Jesse as he catches up to these guys. And he's got a group of 4 in front of him now. What's going to happen here with Jesse? He's definitely getting slowing up now. Looks like he's going to clear them. He caught them almost at a good time, but Lingerfeld blocks him in on the bottom. Jesse goes to the outside of him. That's clear for him. And the rest of these guys are catching up to them now. Brian Glennon in the middle of them right here. They're all just stacked up now, trying to get through the Truck Series. Greg Holt's 5th, so he's probably still going to be your points leader more than likely. Adams, the Cup Series leader, gets around Greg. No battles for the lead at the moment. Devin Smith came back out. He's definitely a lap down now, though. Almost 2 to his leader. Looks like Ed, even though he had damage on his Cup car, definitely did not pit. Brian Glenn goes defensive on the 5 of Josh Fox as he's still there, as they all got to get around Malenko still. They caught a little bit of time. It was 3.5 seconds. It's almost 2 seconds now to Jesse. But Jesse looks like he'll clear Malenko before the bus stop here. The chicane. Same thing. He definitely cleared him. So we watched the battle for second place in the Cup Series. They caught Malenko going into it though. Sorry, Cal Petrie the cut. Mal's second about 8 seconds back. Closest one is Adam on AJ for the Xfinity Series. Fox sending it. Can't quite get there. Gets to the bumper, but cannot clear him. Jesse still leads here. We'll go to the Xfinity Series for a little bit. Oh man, big damage on Ben Park. I mean, he's still going, but he definitely got into somebody there. Let's go find the Xfinity cars. Adam's still about a second back on these guys. Nobody really close. Salter trying to go around Markle here. Farron also there with them. Last in it is at the moment Abney. Devin Smith is actually last in that. Sorry, 2 laps down from their leader, or 1 lap down from their leader. And Jesse definitely pulling away. We're gonna go find second and third in the trucks because they're definitely all close together. Greg Holt got up from fifth, now back up into third. Dan Park started last, now fifth. Fourth actually, gained 5 spots there. Top 3 in the Cup Series pulled way away. It looks like Max Service had problems in the Cup Series as he's on pit road fixing damage. It looks like unfortunate for the 0-0. Vinny goes up to 11th in the Cup Series. Looks like Dan can't catch him. 6th to 7th are pretty close in the trucks. Or were. Setzer had a horrible exit out of it. Xfinity Series is actually going to catch the trucks here. With AJ still leading. The only one from pole, actually no. Yeah, pole and Xfinity and trucks are still in first. The only one that's not is Adams, who got around Brian Glennon in turn 1. Now AJ caught the truck traffic here in the Xfinity Series. Will this allow Adam to get through? He got around Devin Smith. How hard is it going to get around Setzer here? Clears him pretty easy, but Smith does not. Smith just trying to get a lap back. AJ making quick work of these guys here. Adam finally clears the 18. Brandon Richardson can't do anything there. Got about a 3.9 second gap. Same for the Cup Series, just about, and same actually now for Malenko on the trucks. He's closing the gap a little bit as they both have clean track here. 3 trucks though back here, all jumbled up with the first place Xfinity car. Trying to get through these guys. Well, this allow Adam to catch him now because look at holding up AJ here a lot as they're going to go double foul into this chicane, final chicane. AJ clears Adams there, but Adam has to get through it now. Hefty traffic for these Xfinity cars and trucks at the moment. Mickey trying to get around Adam now, possibly to get up in the second place as he got around Larry. And it looks like Abney is having problems. Farron looks like he went down the order a lot there. Adam, Mickey passing the trucks here to turns 4 and 5. Nobody really close to any lead right now. Change. The closest actually Maliker now, as he's closing in on Cal Petrie here again. We're going to see if he could do anything before the Xfinity cars catch them. Greg Holt's actually catching too. A 1.6 second gap here. It looks like 13th. Seth Berger finally came in to fix his damage, as he's now on pit road in that 48 car. He's probably going to end up battling max service here for the rest of it. Mal set the fastest lap there, I think, as he's caught up to Cal Petrie here for the truck race lead. They really do take this slow. Here comes AJ, the number 1 in the Xfinity Series, leading about 1.4 over Gardner. 2 battles for the race lead here, right by each other. Emerson now into 8th in the Xfinity Series. Al's not got AJ on him. It's going to slow him up here. Gets clear. The other 2 guys, 2nd and 3rd in the Xfinity Series, going to go around. Will Adam be able to catch AJ here? He's going to have the inside here going into the chicane around Kyle Petrie. Petrie gets pushed wide. Is that going to help Mal? Petrie hits the curb. Where's the Ford truck? Does not look like he's going to. The Cup Series has actually entered the truck and Xfinity fields again here. And Jesse just constantly pulling away. We're going to continue to watch this battle. Actually, Xfinity Series, they've caught each other now. Adam got around AJ there. 3-car battle for the race win here in the Xfinity Series at the moment. Adam, AJ, and Mickey. Adam starts to pull away now as he got around him. AJ goes very defensive here on the 69 John Mickey, allowing Adam to pull away. Malick is still about 8/10 from Cal Petrie there. Now 2.5 as Cup Series are caught up to them, or Jesse at least. Where's Jesse? I thought he just... Oh, he's right here. Jesse just goes zooming around these guys. Petrie trying to just stay out of the way of these guys the best he can. Around goes Troy, Merkel. Mal now on the bottom letting them go. Here comes 2nd and 3rd, and they're way behind. Probably about a good 6 seconds now from the race lead in the Cup Series. The top 4, though, in the Xfinity Series definitely pulled away a lot, too. Still very tight for the Xfinity Series lead. Gardner going very defensive now on the one to AJ. Mickey there also. Adams is catching up to these 3 now. Will that affect these positions? We'll watch these 3 here for a little bit more. And we're only about 20 minutes in. Still got a good 40 minutes or 43 minutes left of this race. Adam pulls away a little bit now from AJ and John on the straightaway here. Going down into 10, 11, and 13. 10, 11, 12, 13 here into the chicane. Jesse caught up. Second and third trying to keep up with him, but they are nowhere in sight. Mal is now following 2 seconds back behind Cal Petrie for the truck lead. AJ Jesse now pushing AJ onto the curb there. And John Mickey now going to get up into second here in the Xfinity Series because of that. Now here comes Jesse around Adam. That's going to give John side by side for the Xfinity race lead here again. Couldn't do anything. John looking to the inside. Still under 2/10 of a second here between these two. Looks like Larry is also caught up to these guys in the 10 car. It's a 4-car battle race lead now for the Xfinity Series. John goes way wide, allow Adam underneath. Adam back to the Xfinity race lead. It's the only intriguing battle at the moment. Is he might pull away from these three now. As they got the Cup field going through them. It looks like 12th place. Zimmerman not having a good day either. Cup Series, he's now on pit road. He should have pitted about 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, everybody else should pit. At halfway to the point of the race, around there. Here comes AJ now, trying to get back into second place. He goes to the outside of Mickey. As Adams now pulled a second on these guys. Malenko now drops a third in the truck. Greg Holt trying to go 2 for 2. Malenko passed him back. We're going to go find that. These two are battling for second place in the truck series at the moment. Greg Holt goes to the outside into the chicane here. Mal defends nicely. It looks like 11th place in the Cup Series. Ben Park now pitting. Or is that Tripp? It looks like Tripp actually. Tripp pits. Looks like he might have gotten some damage. Actually, an Xfinity car too also on pit road. Looks like Devin Smith back on pit road. Maybe some damage there. Adam definitely pulling away now in the Xfinity Series. That's towards the end of the Cup field. There's some battling. We'll go through the field. Cup's got a good battle. Looks like around 7th and 8th place here. Right here. Looks like Ryan Johnson and Vinny battling for 7th place with the 40th Seth Berger, who's a lap down to these guys though. Vinny goes very defensive. He's got rear end damage. Ryan Johnson's got front end damage. Maybe they hit each other. They're clear through all that. Vinny losing time down to him. Looks like Cosley's got front end and rear end damage also. As he's trying to pass the 24 Ben Park for position. Nobody close to anyone on the race lead now. It's about 2.7 Xfinity. Looks like 9th place Mickey for some reason pit in the Xfinity Series. Looks like he ended up getting damage from something. Maybe when the Cup cars around him. These guys are going to pass Adam here. Second place in the Cup Series, Fox, 14 seconds behind Jesse Adams here. As they're battling with Adam Gardner here, going down into chicane. Everybody gets through there pretty clean. AJ still about 2.5 behind him. I feel like this is probably where everybody's having problems. Then it looks like Ben trying to get around Causey. Causey got around him actually. Causey back up into 9th place now. clear. No battles going on back here. Devin Smith also looks like he had to pit at some point, unfortunately. Kyle Petrie, 8-second lead over Greg and Malenko now. As those two are still pretty close together for second place. Malda lost a lot of time as she came there. Greg just pulled away. Will they be able to do anything? And I will be right back. I'm going to leave you here with Malenko and them. Nothing happening with these guys. Devin goes off track again in his car, and he's going to hit the wall in the 93. Not having a good day here at the Charlotte Roval for the 93 of Devin Zimmerman. Somehow we caught that one. He gets it back on. Looks like Causing Ben might still be having a decent battle back here. We'll go up here though. Vinny. A couple of the Cup guys up here going around Adam Gardner now. Reese and Ryan Johnson here. Berger also there. Actually allowing AJ to catch up to Adam Gardner here now. We got a race lead for the Xfinity Series again. All those Cup guys running around him. Here comes AJ. Will he be able to get around him now? Looks like Richardson might have had a pit in the trucks or something happened because he fell a lot. Zimmerman back in the pit road there. AJ just falls back again. A lot of the Cup guys coming through again. Will this hurt Adam again too? That throws AJ all the way back to Larry. We'll see what happens here. Causey sends it down to the inside of Gardner through that. Ben now just goes around his outside. Here comes AJ as he's got the 00 Max to his outside who's trying to catch up to Zimmerman maybe who's on pit road. Or was. He's still pretty far behind him. It's smoke. Or at least I thought that was smoke. What the fuck? Hello. See, it looks like there might be a couple battles up here if I can get through it. Yeah, up here, all these Cup cars all together still going through all this traffic. Ryan Johnson, Reese Schaefer, Vinny all for position. That's actually for a top 5 spot. They can catch Reese. Vinny side by side with Seth. Vinny almost gets pushed off track there. Johnson though staying close with Reese Schaefer. He might be able to make a move down into the chicane here. A lot of congestion back there. And actually up here we got second, third, all going around Greg Holt for second. It's going to hold up these guys, Fox, Ed. Ed trying to go around Fox here for third place. Couldn't get there. Devin's got better tires than these guys, so he's going to go to the inside of Ed now and try to get a lap back, possibly. As he's still ahead of Max. Max had major problems, apparently. Let's go find your race leader. Looks like Jesse's all by himself. Xfinity lead's getting pretty close again. It looks like somebody in Xfinity is pitting. Or Trucks is pitting, sorry. Can I get to it? It looks like Fox had to pit. Lingerfeld had to pit, sorry. Actually, second and third pretty close. Again for Xfinity. And it looks like Larry did get around to AJ. Larry now trying to be the one to chase down Adam Gardner. Larry gone up 8 spots here today. Ryan Johnson did that in the Cup Series so far. And best one in the trucks looks like Sheldon Dan Park both with 3. Looks like Cup Series definitely has the most close people though. Looks like back here, fifth, fourth, fifth, and sixth are all together. Pushes Kyle Petrie down the track there. Will Vinny be able to get around Ryan Johnson here for position? His cause is caught up to them. Vinny, will he send it in here? Cannot quite do that. He's got Seth Berger right behind him. Who Berger is lapped down still. And it looks like somebody pitted to get in the front straightaway. In ninth place, Setzer in the trucks. Not having a good day here. 14th again, Zimmerman back on the pit road. Probably after that spin going through this turn up here. Rennie goes a little wide there. This is allowing Causey now to catch up to him. Seth looks like he might have gotten a better run than Vinny, but can't do anything with it. Looks like this is the closest battle at the moment. Causey now to the inside of Seth Berger, just trying to get around him here. It looks like he will, as they almost touch going into the chicane here. Seth being aggressive even though he's a lap car. Gets clear, that allows Ben to catch back up to him. Actually, we got a battle now on the trucks, wherever this is. Oh, god damn it. Right here. Greg, Malenko. We got Fox, Lingerfeld, who came back out after damage. Looks like third place in the trucks. Cal Petrie, race leader, had something happen, or he's just pitting because it is the 30-minute mark. Can I find him? God damn it. Cal Petrie looks like he got damaged and had to pit. We're going to go see what happens to the race leader. Where did it happen? Here, he doesn't have damage here, so. Was it there? Did he hit the wall there? No. Was it this chicane? Oh, he does have damage. Where in the fuck? Kyle Petrie got damage from something. He had to pit. He's come back out on track. This should be almost pitting time, so Greg Holt, your new race leader in the truck series. With Malenko, I didn't think was too far behind, but now it's all new for the truck series here. Greg Holt trying to go 2 for 2 in the trucks. It looks like he's the only one to be able to do that because Farron's 8th in the Xfinity Series after winning. I mean, Brian Glennon could, but he's about 16 seconds back of Jesse. Malenko now has to try and catch up if he can, challenge for that lead. As Adams just way ahead of Brian Glennon, about 16-second gap. And it definitely looks like pit stop time. So we're going to stay with Jesse and see when he pits. He's pitting here. A lot of people on pit road at the moment. Definitely going to jumble up the order a little bit. Can Malenko have a better pit stop than Greg Holt for the truck series? Jesse had to slow down there a bit. All the Cup guys coming in now, all the Xfinity guys. Halfway through this race, should be good to the end now for everybody. All the Cup cars coming in the pit now, except for the ones that have had damage this race. Brian Glennon led that lap because his, pistol was past it. Jesse comes out side by side with Dan Park here in the pit lane. Dan blocks him a bit there. I'm going to watch Jesse's outlap here as he's got major traffic out of him with the two trucks here. Kyle Peters still 6th after all that. So he might be able to still contend when all the trucks come in. I don't think they all have yet. Mal about 1.7 behind. I know all the Xfinity Cup cars came in and pitted, but did all the trucks? Looks like they have. 'Cause nobody's pitting. Oh, 4th place pitting the trucks. Sheldon now is in. So maybe they could go a little bit longer on fuel here. Jesse now has only a 6-second lead over Brian Glennon, so he definitely lost a lot, like 10 seconds there in the pit lane. So we'll see if Brian will be able to do anything. Adam Gardner still your was that who was leading? I think that's who was leading. In Xfinity, still the leader there. Greg's still the leader in trucks. Cal Petrie again got damage from what we'll go see. He's got major damage again. Oh, he just slid it through. It looks like went over the curb and right into the wall there for Kyle Petrie. He had this race won in the trucks and screwed it up. Adam Gardner is still your race leader in Xfinity. And actually, here comes the 10. A Larry possibly for the race lead here. Larry to his inside possibly. Side by side. Going into the final chicane. Can Larry get a better runoff here? Malenko caught up to Greg Holt in the trucks. And that's where AJ is now 4th place in the Xfinity Series as Adam and Larry still battling here too. Adam goes defensive here. Around goes Larry on the outside. Larry now your new race leader in the Xfinity Series here. And that's only 5 seconds between Brian Glennon and Jesse Adams now in the Cup Series. This track has definitely produced better race in the middle of how it did. Malenko to the truck race lead. We're going to go see what happened. Maybe we'll go catch and see how he did it when he got around Greg Holt. It looks like it was right here with 4th place in the Xfinity Series. Greg a little bit slower on the inside. Malenko just goes around the outside there and clears him. And Greg, though, also caught back up to him now. Adam got the lead back. Larry and them are battling in the Xfinity Series. Greg falls back there. We're going to go find the Xfinity Series lead again. And they're side by side here still. That's going to allow Devin Smith to maybe get a lap back here. Adam clears him. Brian Glennon catching about 4 seconds back of Jesse Adams now. Maybe Jesse came in too soon. Maybe the one stayed out. Adam, Gardner, Larry, side by side. Or were. Larry now falling back a little bit. Malenka's still leading the truck series, about a second now. Emerson up to 5th. Looks like AJ might have had a problem. Or he's just falling back. Emerson, one of them had a problem back there. Markle now up to 5th. 3rd is Troy Salter out of nowhere up into 6th. Pretty good battles up here at the Xfinity field still. Trucks are pretty close together still. We'll see if Troy can do anything against Larry here. But they gotten spread out. So we're going to go back now to find 5th and 6th place here. Looks like Merkel and AJ Pachette possibly. And Brian Glennon 3 seconds now from Jesse Adams. But he's in heavy traffic at the moment for Brian Glennon. Got the Xfinity Series field here on him. Something happened to Emerson. Emerson's out. Looks like he had the tow. We're going to go back and see what happened. Looks like he went off in that spot that some people have. He was battling with Markle and AJ. Emerson sent it in there and just couldn't slow it down. Got into the grass and went around. Unfortunate for Emerson Arden, didn't have time. Looked like he had the tow. He started to go, but couldn't. There's Malenko, Greg. He just had the whole field go around him there. Unfortunate for Emerson Arden in his day. Actually, something happened to Malenko and Greg. Oh, Lord. Because he got a new truck leader. Zach Berger, or Brandon Richardson. We're going to go see what happened. How he got the race lead. The fuck? Is he already ahead of them here? I don't know what happened. Malenko and Greg are still on the track. They just fell back. It doesn't make sense. Larry, your new race leader in Xfinity Series. Again. There's big traffic up here for Jesse Adams for the Cup lead. He's caught up to the Xfinity Series leaders. There's three-way battle now as Troy's up there with them. Troy almost goes on the wall there. Malenko and Greg both blew their first and second spot. It's now Richardson and Bergerson top of the truck series. Jesse has nowhere to go here as Adam goes to the outside of Larry here again for the race lead at Xfinity. And here comes Troy now up into second in the Xfinity Series. And they allow Brian Glennon now back 2 seconds to Jesse. Everything has happened here after the pit stops. Adam now still pulling away. Somebody locked up. It looked like Jesse locked up a little bit there. We're going to go find Richardson as he's now the new truck race leader. Maybe I passed him already. Where in the fuck? Nope, here's Richardson. He's got about a 2.7 second gap from Bergerson. Sheldon now up to third. And that is Greg Holtz actually catching him. Malenko fell off. They both fell off a lot for some reason. Can't tell, but I think Greg might have damage. Yeah, you could definitely see the inside of his truck. But for Malenko, I don't know why he lost time. He doesn't have damage. And Jesse's right there behind him. As the two race leaders now, Troy now to the race leader Xfinity Series here. He gets around Adam now. Xfinity has had so many lead changes compared to the other two. Troy now will Adam be able to stay with him. Bergeson now caught up, it looks like, to Richardson there for the Xfinity or the Truck Series. Sorry, Adam's got a lot of traffic there. Almost hit the cop car. Ed hits the wall in the 9. Oh yeah, Mal does have damage on the one side of his truck. As the two truck leaders are together here now. And refresh chat. Richardson about 4 tenths ahead. As they're going to have Jesse Adams coming through here in about possibly next couple turns. We'll see. Looks like Richardson overshot that chicane there. Hit the wall a little bit. That's going to allow Bergeson to catch him, I think. Here comes Jesse. Well, Richardson at the pit. Richardson does pit because of that. That's going to put Bergeson now to the race lead here in the trucks. A lot of lead changes all of a sudden in the truck series. That puts Mal back up in the 4th. Greg Holt's now falling behind him. And that's going to put Mal to 3rd. Greg back up in the 4th. With the 3rd place car pitting there. Or 1st, actually, sorry. Unfortunate for Brandon Richardson there. He all of a sudden had a great day going. As there's a huge lead now in the truck series. Closest one is actually now the Xfinity series again. But Adam's got a lot of traffic over here. As he's still got Larry right behind him. Larry now to his inside. This allowing Troy Salter to pull away here in the Xfinity series. Adam's still way wide there. Got a lot of things going on up here. Sheldon now 2nd in the truck series. Troy just trying to stay through all this. Not get wrecked. A lot of stuff going back here with all these trucks and stuff. The 2nd and 3rd Xfinity cars have a lot of Cup cars coming through right now. They're also going around Sheldon 2nd place in the trucks here. Major stack up now back here. Malika just trying to hang on over Greg for a 3rd place finish now. Adam Larry is still battling for 2nd place here in the Xfinity Series. This is allowing Troy to pull away. He's about 3 seconds ahead now. But Troy also has some traffic up ahead of him. Well, that's some Cup cars that just went around him, it looked like. Side by side, Adam getting pushed out wide here. Way wide. Looks like Ryan Johnson can be middle 3 wide there possibly. No one goes off the track like some people have there. Adam back to Larry as he clears them. Brian Glenn is still trying to catch Jesse Adams, about 2.7 seconds there in the Cup Series. We're going to continue to watch this battle between Adam though and Larry. Trucks have calmed down for a little bit. Bergeson's got a 10-second lead now over Sheldon. So unless Bergeson, screws up and goes off track, he'll probably win this, as they got about 13 minutes left. Here comes Adam trying to go underneath Ferguson, the truck race leader there. Ferguson's got heavy traffic behind him now. I mean, Sheldon's now catching up 8.4 seconds. Looks like it's still a good battle between these three. Brian Johnson, Aaron Gerwitz, and Joseph Causey at the moment. We're going to see what happens as they go through the race leader of the Xfinity Series here. Troy and Larry, first and second Xfinity Series, have both gained 8 spots today. Troy has done all he can to get to the race lead. Zach Ferguson also gained 5, Sheldon gained 6 in the truck series to get where they are. Now inside, going around Xfinity Series race leader here. And here goes Aaron Gerwitz now, trying to get around that truck, but that's going to allow Causey to get away. The truck's just holding him up, and here goes Ryan Johnson around him for the 7th, 8th position now. He's got to send it on Troy, get around him. Troy now having to back out of it. It is allowing Larry to catch up here. So about 2 seconds between them. And we're going to go to the cup battle for a little bit if I can find it. Let's see if he can close in up here. Oop, I went way too far. Yeah, Brian Glennon definitely catching it. He's trying to 2-peat here in the Cup Series. As for Xfinity, Farron has climbed up to 5th, trying to go for 2. And Greg Holt's still 4th. He does have a shot for all the chaos the Truck Series has ensued. We're going to see here if Jesse Adams can keep on it, as Brian Glennon and him both have clean track for the moment. And the fastest Cup driver has actually been Devin Zimmerman, and the fastest lap in the Xfinity Series, and he's actually up to 3rd. And as for trucks, it was Malenko so far with a 135.6. So it's pretty close between him and Sheldon there. Looks like Glennon catching up a little bit. Goes way wide there though. That might have hurt his speed. 7th on the trucks, Lingerfeld having problems again on pit road. .7 seconds between Brian and Jesse. He's got to go around these trucks here. Greg and Dan Park. Dan's now up to 4th, got around Greg. Greg got right back around him there. We'll go find your race leader in the trucks for a little bit. Ferguson, he's got clear track, does have damage on his car. I think we can say that for almost all the trucks here. But a pretty calm end of the race for the moment. Troy about 2.7 seconds ahead in the Xfinity Series. Closest gap is actually the Cup Series now. But Glennon in a little bit of traffic at the moment. As we watch Ferguson here for a little bit more. He's got a 15-second lead. We'll go back to the Cup leaders now. If we can find them. Alright, where's the... There we go. There's Jesse. Sorry. Brian Glennon has caught up to him. 1.9 seconds back. We're gonna watch Jesse. Can he keep on? It looks like he got some damage at some point in that right front or left front. Maybe that's hurting his car. He's led every lap today since he got around. He's got 8 minutes to hang on, 7 minutes now in this race. Troy about 3.4 seconds ahead of Larry now. Was close for most of the day in Xfinity Series. Everybody's dropped back there now. We've had a lot of leaders there in the Xfinity Series. They both got around Zach pretty cleanly. Will Brian Glennon be the only one to go 2 wins in a row? And it's only a 10 race season, so being consistent is going to help. Jesse, though, needs to keep this performance up each week to be able to have a chance to catch up to Brian Glennon now. AJ got around Markle in the Xfinity Series. As we watch Top Class at the moment. Jesse getting around John Mickey here. As he clears him. As we now watch Brian Glennon. Can he clear him? As he's a second now behind Jesse. He's going to get stuck here. Jesse also stuck behind the 3 and Matt Setzer, though. Sheldon had problems. He dropped out of second place. Must have went off. Oh, Lingerfeld goes off, hits the wall. Lingerfeld now dropping back to 8th place as he's towing out of the race. 2 trucks have now just towed out of here. Clean track for both the leaders at the moment for the Cup Series. Adams about 1.1 seconds ahead. We got the 6th place truck of Cal Petrie here now, who led a lot of this for the trucks. And he gets blocked now. Brian Glennon got blocked by Cal Petrie there. That's going to lose him a lot of time. I've lost a second there. I'm going to go find the Xfinity leader here for a little bit. Or Troy Salter. Wherever he is. There he is. He's got about a 3.3 second lead over Lair. Sheldon back out on track. He's still 6th as Cal Petrie was 5 laps down. Lingerfeld's gone a lot of laps down today, so unfortunately for him, not having a good... I don't think that's right. If Lingerfeld comes back on track, he might be okay. But he needs to get back out in the next 4 minutes. As we watch Troy here, Malenko back up in a second in the trucks now. Gonna be disappointed if Zach wins this because he was up there all day in the top 5 of the truck series. Was top 3 most of it. Faring up to the 4th for the Xfinity Series. We'll watch Troy for this lap and then we'll go find Bergeson for a little bit again. Troy clears Dan. Lingerfeld back on the track. Lingerfeld's still in 7th because of it. But they're still both on pit road. So they were still in their towing time. That's what that was. And we'll go find Bergeson now in that 40 truck. Where is he? Here he is. Watch him here for a little bit, and then when it gets to that 1 minute to go, we'll go up to the race leader. Jesse Adams. Actually, we're gonna go find the race leaders now. Cause Brian Glennon has caught him. They are very close. Half a second now between the Cup Series race leaders. This is the closest the Cup Series has been all day, except for that lap one pass for Jesse Adams around Brian Glennon. They got 2 minutes to go here to battle, and they got pretty clean track for the moment. Here comes Brian, 4 tenths. Josh Fox about 8 seconds back if anything happens here between these two. Brian sends it in there. Jesse just trying to defend. They got about maybe 2 laps to go here. I'm going to say this is possibly the final lap. I think we'll get one more. I'm going to say 2 to go here on this. Unless anything else happens here. Anybody goes off track. The other 2 series are set, I think. Larry is only 2 seconds back, but hard to catch up here on that. Here comes Brian Glennon now, possibly to the outside of Jesse. Into turns 5 and 6. Jesse goes a little wide. It's going to be the chicane move here, possibly for Brian Glennon, or will he get a better runoff here on turn 8? Brian Glennon looking to the outside here. Jesse into the chicane. Can Jesse hang on? No, he can't. Brian Glennon to the race lead, coming to 1 to go here. Will Jesse have anything for him? Will traffic help Jesse? Brian Glennon hasn't led a lap all day up until this point. Jesse's still sending it. There is a lot of traffic here this lap for Brian Glennon. 1 lap to go here. Oh no, race is over. That was it. They didn't get back to the line. Brian Glennon stole it on the final lap into that final chicane. Or the backstretch chicane there. As for Xfinity, they are not done. We're going to go find those race leaders. Zach Bergeson in the trucks. Gonna come around to win it. As the Cup Series already finished here. Will the Xfinity leader, Troy Ketchum, does not look like that. But Zach's going to come around to win his first race of the year in the Truck Series. Troy right behind him going to come around to win it here for the Xfinity Series. His first win in the NASCAR Multiclass Series for both of these guys. Now we just wait for everybody to finish out the race. I don't know the last one that has to finish the lane. I think it's the 10 here. 10th place Xfinity car, I think. They're crossing the white line now. Yeah, these guys. Gotta wait for everybody to hit pit road. Or actually, no, it looks like the last guy is 3rd place in the Truck Series. Dan Park somehow out of nowhere. Now we wait for everybody to cross it, and we'll go look at the stats here. Race winner Brian Glennon over the top series. Troy Salter in Xfinity. Zach Bergeson in the trucks. As we wait for everybody to park it on pit road here. Actually, it looks like Vinny's gonna be the last one because he's still on the track. Vinny gets the 6th place. Top 5 Cup Series: Brian, Jesse, Josh Fox, Ed, and Reese. Top 3 finished where they started. The only series that did that. Biggest mover in the Cup is actually Vinny right here with 6. As for Xfinity Series, Troy and Larry both gained 8 spots. Troy to win, Larry to second. Biggest losers, AJ, Markle, and John Mickey. They're both all losing 5. As for trucks, Zach gained 5, Dan gained 6. Biggest mover for him. Mal finished where he started. Greg finished where he started. And biggest loser in the Cup Series, Devin and Max Service both lose 9 spots here today. And Kyle Petrie lost 7 in the Truck Series. As we wait for Vinny to park his car. So if you don't wait for everybody to park their car, it will not count the results. And there we go. Move this. Jesus Christ. Well, view results. As for, wait, what? Oh, that's practice. Go to the race. Brian Glennon won. As for laps led, he only led the one, like I said. Nobody else led one. Jesse Adams led all 41. Got passed on the last lap by Brian Glennon to win 2 races in a row here for that series. Wait, what? That's why you can't see it for all the other guys. That's stupid. So Troy won for the Xfinity Series. They both actually beat Max Service still in the Cup Series. As for trucks, looks like none of them beat any of the Xfinity cars. We'll go view the standings. For Cup, Brian Glennon has got an 8-point lead over Reese Schaefer. 2 poles, 2 wins for Brian Glennon. It looks like the Cup Series you have to get pole to win. But I think we're going to the Oval next time. I would start finish first for Brian Glennon. Reese starts 7th usually. His average finish 5th. Yeah, as you can see for the lap sled, 42-41 for these guys. Difference maker between Jesse possibly getting a win or not was that one right there on the final lap. As for Xfinity, Larry has a 1-point lead over Farron. Larry's got no wins, but 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. Farron, same thing, but has a win and probably a 5th place finish, I would think. Larry has an average finish of 2nd so far, which takes him the point lead over Abney, who's about 2 points back, and it's pretty close between the rest. As for the Truck Series, Greg's still your points leader with his win, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. Same with Richardson. Malenko, Kyle Petrie, they all had strong days. Could have been better for both of them. It's very close though in the Truck Series. 3-point gap, 4-point gap, 5 points to 5th place at the moment. So 2 poles for Kyle Petrie. Hasn't done anything with them. Pole for AJ. He didn't get anything done, unfortunately. 2 for 2 for Brian Glenn. Unfortunately for them. So we'll see you guys next time at Watkins Glen for an hour race there. And then I think we have something. Season overview. Here. So we got Watkins Glen, and then Fun Race at Bristol and USA the next 2 weeks after that. Actually, 4 ovals. Then we got Circuit of the Americas, Road America, and then we go to Talladega for the final race. So see you guys then. Peace out.